What if the smartest people you know didn't suddenly disappear because they became arrogant, but because they finally woke up? Think about your own life for a second. Have you ever found yourself leaving texts unread, avoiding small talk at work, or feeling strangely detached from a friend group you used to hang out with every single weekend? If you just nodded your head, you aren't broken.
You aren't becoming antisocial. Psychologists have observed a fascinating phenomenon. As a person's intelligence and self-awareness peak, their tolerance for meaningless interaction drops to zero. What looks like disappearing to the outside world is actually a massive internal upgrade. Today, we are going to break down the hidden psychological reasons why highly intelligent people slowly vanish from everyone's life, and why the final reason on this list changes absolutely everything. The first phase of disappearing starts with a psychological concept called pattern recognition. Most people just float through social interactions. Intelligent people, however, constantly analyze them. At first, you enjoy the parties and the group chats, but eventually your brain starts noticing the tiny details everyone else ignores. You notice the compliment that was actually a subtle insult.
You notice the friend who only calls when their life is falling apart, but is entirely unreachable when you need them. You notice how quickly people gossip about someone the second they leave the room. Once your brain recognizes these toxic patterns, you literally cannot unsee them. Intelligent people don't distance themselves because they think they are better than everyone else. They distance themselves because they stop confusing attention with connection. They realize that protecting their peace of mind is infinitely more valuable than pretending to enjoy a fake conversation. But the story goes deeper. Highly self-aware people don't disappear because they love being alone. They disappear because the noise of the world becomes physically exhausting. When you have high emotional intelligence, you don't just hear the words people say. You process the intentions, insecurities, and the hidden agendas behind those words. Doing this all day is draining. A conversation that used to feel fun now just feels like a performance. Crowded rooms start to feel completely empty. Instead of asking, "How many people like me?" intelligent people start asking a much heavier question: who actually understands me? Because the truth is, the more you value honesty and depth, the smaller your circle is naturally going to get. This brings us to a psychological turning point. As intelligent people pull back, they start to realize something profound about human nature. Most people aren't reacting to you. They are reacting to their own unhealed wounds. The person criticizing your ambition is projecting their own fear of failure. The person who demands your constant attention is battling their own insecurity. When you finally understand this, you stop taking things personally. And more importantly, you stop trying to fix people who don't want to be fixed. This is the core of emotional intelligence. You understand other people's emotions, but you absolutely refuse to let those emotions dictate your life. You stop showing up to every argument you're invited to. Every time you say no to the wrong person, you are saying yes to your own sanity. Which brings us to the final truth, the one that changes every relationship you will ever have. Intelligent people rarely disappear overnight. They disappear one realization at a time. To the outside world, it looks like they just gave up on society. But the truth is the exact opposite. They didn't fall in love with loneliness. They fell in love with clarity. For the first time in their life, you aren't getting lost. You are finally finding yourself. And that is exactly where your real life begins. If this video made you feel seen today, hit the subscribe button for more deep dives into the human mind. And let me know in the comments, have you found your circle getting smaller lately? I'd love to read your story. Until next time, protect your peace.